All right, guys, what we have here on the top left is Bitcoin. On the bottom left, we have others. On the top right, we have others dominance. And the bottom right, we have Tether dominance. We're on the weekly chart, so this is focusing on the much higher time frames, but it is a great cheat code for when to buy and when to sell. We had this falling channel on others dominance, and it entered this green channel. And look at what was happening with the rest of the market. When that downtrend started on others dominance, Bitcoin was rising. This is in 2015. And look at alts on the bottom. Alts were tanking, and then we entered that channel. And once we broke out, look at what happens to others. We had this monster rally into 2016. Here's another interesting thing. When you take a look at the peak on Bitcoin, the peak happened here. Look where alts were. Now, if you had just taken the peak of Bitcoin as a signal to start selling, you still had a decent amount of time to sell out. Okay, let's continue. So the next time we had a falling channel that lasted 182 days. That's 6 months. On others dominance, we came into this beautiful channel again. Bitcoin was rising that whole time that others dominance was falling. And once it broke out, look at what happened to others. Once again, monster rally. And have a look again. Bitcoin peak. And here's the other interesting thing. On the bottom right here, we have Tether dominance. And as soon as that went into the channel of Hades, that would have been your signal that it's time to start getting out. If you have a look here, we then again had another 28 days after Bitcoin peaked. You could also have just said, you know what? As soon as we touch this channel of Hades, it's time to get out. And so that would have given you over a month. You know, you don't have to catch the top, right? You imagine if you were selling all throughout here, you don't care if you're, losing 5, 10, 20%, right? Or even 30%, so long as you're not losing a huge chunk. Next time we came and visited this channel of Valhalla was in 2020. And once again, Bitcoin was rising while others' dominance was falling. And after we broke out, we had a monster rally in alts. And once again, at the top, we had ample time to get out. At least a month. The channel of Hades was your heads up that Bitcoin was topping out. Look at Bitcoin right now and look at where others is versus Tether dominance. And then there was your double top, came and visited the channel of Hades again. Now we are at 2023. Same situation. Once we broke out, monster rally. And here we are now in 2024. We've had 168 days, almost 6 months of down only on others dominance. And look how that channel of Hades is really a great top signal. As soon as it touched it, that was March 4th. So that would have been your signal to start selling hard, and you would have caught most of the top there if you were selling as soon as we got into this channel of Hades. But here we are now on others dominance. We have broken out of the channel. It hasn't broken out yet on price, but hey, I think this looks good. You can see here on Tether dominance that we are up against resistance. This is bear market territory up here, right? So, I mean, yeah, if we start going up into there, then yeah, perhaps we are going into a bear market. However, this is resistance. It used to be support. Now is resistance, and we are now at resistance again. So I would say there's more likelihood that this starts to fall, this starts to rise, and others start to fly. Again, this is on the weekly chart, so it's not going to happen tomorrow or next week, but likely within the next few months. It looks very promising.